We're back!
Yes, we are. I had to do a repeat, so if you saw our video a few minutes ago, it's like Groundhog Day. We're repeating it all over again. So,
Because it's so fun.
And
for some reason the microphone doesn't want to cooperate. So third time's the charm. So why don't we get right to it on this extremely hot day? What's on the agenda today?
Well, first of all, let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, good idea. I'm Kevin Lackey from Acclaimed Heating, Cooling, and Furnace Cleaning.
And I'm Tammy Lackey, and we are so joyful to be with you guys this afternoon. We want to go through some components that we had. Last week we had a mic issue, and we discovered that was a problem, and we apologize for that. We're trying to get it all together, and we're delayed today on the Facebook Live. Again, we appreciate your patience with that. Kevin has been running off his feet, which is fantastic, trying to get AC into as many homes as we possibly can, because people are melting, and we totally get that. We have the extreme between the 30 and 30. We say 30 above and 30 below are, madness spots where furnaces break and air conditioners break, and people want AC, and well, we all need furnaces, and we need AC. If you have AC and you don't have AC and it breaks, you definitely need AC when it's not working. Deal. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, we're getting to everybody as quickly as we possibly can, and it's like it's minus 30 outside. We are absolutely swamped and up to our ears, and we're getting it really quickly, and our guys are doing a really, really great job of keeping on top of things and getting things done really well for people. So thanks to our guys for working a lot of extra hours this week as well.
Yeah, we've got a great team that's doing everything, all hands on deck for sure. So some items that we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about the Dear Keven letter. We're going to be reading a letter from the Dueling Couple. They're discussing how to run they're agreeing to disagree on how to run their air conditioning as efficiently as possible. We have some information about government rebates, and we are announcing the winner of the Home Depot gift card from Contact Renovations, who donated it. They are our partnership with the Acclaimed Homeowners Club. And so we'll get to that. But as you know, we need to talk about air conditioning and how to run it as efficiently as possible.
Yes.
So we should probably get to that letter.
Let's get to it.
All right, sounds good. So here's the letter. Ready for it?
All right, I'm ready for it.
Okay. I'm hoping you can help my husband and I solve an argument on what is best to efficiently run our AC. We both work during the day. We have an AC and a programmable thermostat. During these hot days, one of us thinks that it is best to turn the AC off during the day completely, let the temperature in the house rise to 20 to 30 degrees during the day, then have the AC set to go on around 4:30 and get it down to 22 degrees and go off in the morning. The other one of us thinks it is best to have it set at 24 degrees during the day and have it set to pull down to 22 degrees around 4:30. Please help us settle this argument. Signed, the Dueling Couple.
Well, I wonder if they do fencing together, because they're dueling.
Yeah.
So first of all, that's really nice to hear that they're only trying to keep their house down to 22 degrees, kind of like a reasonable amount. Some people try to bring it literally all the way down to 16, which is not achievable. So that's great. It's realistic. It's a pretty easy one for me to comment on. It takes a long time to cool your house down compared to heating your house. Okay. If you have to bring it down, more than a couple of degrees, it's going to take a long time to do it. And if there's anything that's not running optimally on the air conditioning, then you're going to have some issues there. So being realistic about how cold you need it and want it in the house, you have air conditioning to be comfortable. So set it at what you want, and don't bring it more than a couple of degrees up. If you're leaving for the weekend or the week, just shut it right off. That would be my recommendation. Or leave it again within that couple of degrees. And no sense spending all that money, which isn't much anymore because they're so efficient, but no sense spending that kind of time. Yeah.
Okay, so one person is definitely right, and one person is somewhat wrong.
Yeah, and surprise, it's the husband whose thoughts are not
Do you think
exactly
so? I don't know. I think that I can't really tell which one is which.
Well, I'm going to guess that's the man.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think I understand their logic on both ends of it, so there's the answer. The calls that we're getting, that's the two questions we're getting a lot this week, and that's on my AC is broken, and the other one is that I don't have an AC.
Right.
So we're getting people who want estimates for ACs. That's an element of calls. A large amount of calls that are coming in with ACs that are broken are based on the two things. The condenser outside is plugged up, so that's the mesh around the outside of the air conditioner, is plugged with debris and dust and leaves, and so it's restricting airflow. The other item is that plug filter. So you tell about, if you can touch on that, the importance of why that's important for the air filter.
Changing your filter is so critical, and a lot of systems that are installed, they actually have an air filter size in there that's actually way too small for the system, period. So it's really important to not restrict the airflow for air conditioning, even more so than with your furnace. So make sure that air conditioner filter is clean, which is the one that's on your furnace. And if that's too small and it's restricting the airflow too much, try just putting like a $2 cheapy filter in there that's not going to restrict the airflow. But there's even units out there, I just was at one a couple hours ago actually, and it had a tiny little filter on a huge furnace, and no way we could do it. So I had to provide a quotation to put another filter in on the other side of the furnace to be able to run it efficiently and properly, not have issues with it. So make sure the airflow is really good. Part of that is turning your humidifier damper off in the summertime. That's a really good thing to do as well. And as you said, outside, that outside component, which we call the condenser, pollen, leaves, and a lot of dust. So if you live in an area that's having a lot of construction, a lot of times those things will plug up actually within like a year without any issue. Whereas other, locations, you might go 5 years without doing it, but it's very critical to check it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the takeaway from that conversation that I'm getting is that you want to have airflow over air filtration. So if you're deciding, I want to put a really good filter in there, I'm going to leave it for a long period of time and not change it, that's not good for your furnace. That better to have, you don't want to restrict the airflow because that will cause damage.
Yeah, it's if you're wanting your air conditioning in your house and that is a factor, that is one way to alleviate that for sure. And to solve that solution long term, you can give us a call and we can take a look at that too.
Okay, great. So there we go. There's the answer on that. We also want to mention that we are thinking of our BC neighbors so much during this time when they are suffering through their fires and can't even imagine having to move out and deal with all the what you take when you have to be evacuated. So I was reading up on how people can support what they're doing in BC before I came online here. And one of the items that they're asking for is not to send items so much anymore. They're getting inundated with items, and they appreciate the efforts and they love that people want to send something. They would appreciate if you would perhaps just donate to some agencies, some monetary donations, and then they can just purchase things that they absolutely need, if it's water or diapers or what have you. So I love that. I think that's really great, given exactly what they need. And you also get your tax deductible donation receipt that you'll get also in the mail. We also have to talk about the Contact Renovations.
Yes.
Yep, they donated a $50 gift card to the Home Depot. That's their gift card that they are donating. We had a contest that we ran a couple weeks ago, and that was that they would give, if you signed up for the Acclaimed page on Facebook and also the Contact Renovation page, you'd be in a draw, and the winner of that was Brad Prince. And so we will contact Brad to give him that gift card. Brad will private message you so that we can give you the information on that.
Yeah, and again, that's through our Acclaimed Homeowners Club, something that's really, really, gathering a lot of customer feedback that is wonderful. They're really appreciating everything we have on there. And Contact Renovations, one of our really strong, trusted referral partners and partners within that program. So thanks again, Paul and crew from Contact Renovations for that. And I'm sure that Brad Prince will, maybe he'll buy like a fan.
Yeah, maybe. The other item through that Acclaimed Homeowners Club is that we are also going to be doing another newsletter shortly. The featured the trusted partner that we are going to have on that month, which will be released probably in a couple weeks, or within the week, will be Robart Electrical. Will be our featured trusted partner this month, which will be really cool.
I just saw Rob today with him at a job. Rob's an amazing guy, and all sorts of out-of-the-box solutions for all sorts of different things. And we're fortunate enough to have so many different people that work with us, and Rob is one of those guys that's exceptional at what he does. So that's great.
Yeah, we're really great. It's really lucky to have these trusted partners. It's very great. We're very grateful when we have the opportunity when someone asks us for who we recommend, that we can say with confidence who we recommend, and that's our trusted partners with the Acclaimed Homeowners Club. Government rebates. People are wanting to know about that, and there are some new information pieces that are coming out that are released. So there is a $100 rebate for thermostats. You have to purchase it from a retail location to get the $100 rebate. You have to fill out paperwork and take a picture of your receipt to get the $100. But a lot of customers don't like to install those themselves.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of people wouldn't want to install a thermostat like themselves, especially those thermostats. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So buy your thermostat, take a look at them. Honeywell and
Nest.
and kind of the Nest and a brand called Ecobee, those are all kind of your best bets. Try to stay away from brands on those thermostats that you've never heard of before, because those are ones that, you know, are not as stable, and nobody really knows exactly how to troubleshoot them easily and quickly because they're not common. And then call us, call Acclaimed, and we'll come and install it for you. And the fee to do that is usually quite low, and so that's a great way of handling that.
Yeah, we'll have the links here for which thermostats. The way the government does the rebate program is that they will only approve certain items. So there are specific items that are approved for the rebate. So those are items. So the link that is right here, you'll see that on there, and you can click to it, and then of course not right now because we are talking with you, and I'm sure that you want to hear what more information we have. But after we're done, click the link for those rebates, and it will tell you which items are included in that rebate program. The other items that we have on the rebate announcement is that refrigerators are also, there's a $100 rebate. So if you're buying one anyway, why not get the $100? You're also eligible for the washing machines. The washing machines are items that, again, only certain items that are approved for those rebates. So $100 per item. They're saying only 2 per household, and that is what's approved on those. But again, I'll give you those links on that.
Okay, so I've got a hilarious joke. It is timeless.
Uh-oh.
What's that for?
Well,
Wait.
I don't... Okay, go for it.
Is your refrigerator running?
No.
It's broken?
Yes.
Really?
No,
Well,
my
that's not good.
refrigerator is running. Okay,
So
wait.
is your... Okay, let's
Okay,
start that
it's
again.
okay.
Okay, we're going to back that up. Hey, Tammy, is your refrigerator running?
Yes, it is.
You better go catch it.
Oh, hey, that's a totally G-rated joke.
I know. Well,
That's
what else
awesome.
would it be?
That's great.
I mean, that's timeless. People are going to be telling that joke over and over and over this weekend. It's so great.
Yeah. You cracked me up.
Well, that's good. It's better to laugh than cry.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that is a good joke. I could tell by your face you had something you wanted to share with that, and that was the joke.
Well, I'm so proud of that joke. It was hilarious.
Okay, so that's for the most part. That is what we want to cover off today. We want to send our love and quick recovery to our office manager, Darlene, who's had a full hip replacement, and we miss her, and we know that she will be recovering as quickly as she possibly can because she's a super strong woman.
Yeah.
And so we know that we miss her a lot.
Darlene's going to be back here in no time because she is such a strong person, and everybody wishes her a very speedy recovery on that, for sure. And if you're fortunate enough to have tuned in for all 3 of our Facebook Live presentations today, if you saw all 3 live because we were having some audio problems before, good for you, and what good fortune to see us 3 times today. For those of you that's watching this for the first time, have a great weekend. It's supposed to be really hot. Hope you learned something today, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
And see you next week. Have a great weekend.